Hello everyone, Scooning007 here bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game we have the 1-7 Minnesota Twins taking on the 3-4 Chicago White Sox. This is game 2 of a 2-game series between these two teams. Will the White Sox sweep the series, or will the Twins be able to split the series and snap their 3-game losing streak? We're here at U.S. Cellular Field, and here is the starting lineup for the Minnesota Twins. Leading off, the center fielder, Carlos Gomez. Batting second, the second baseman, Brendan Harris. Batting third, the catcher, Joe Manor. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the first baseman, Justin Monroe. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Delmon Young. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Jason Kubel. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Craig Monroe. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Mike Lamb. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Adam Everett. On the mound for the White Sox, it is John Danks. Comes in with a 3.0 ERA. No wins, 1 loss, 6 innings pitched. Allowed 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 1 walk. We're here at U.S. Cellular Field, which gives a +1 to strikes and a -1 to walks. And with that, we are ready to start. Carlos Gomez batting a 171, and here's the pitch. 5-2, strike, 14, that is at 18. The 18 is too high. 3-6, and Gomez leads off with a base hit pass die. So with that, Gomez is on with a base hit. Strategy roll is a 4. And with that, we get a steal attempt. Gomez's steal rating is a 15. We're going to add 2 from John Danks, plus the 2 from the pitcher. So that's going to be a 4. We're going to add 4. That's going to make his bring Carlos's stolen base rating from a 15 to a 19. And that's at 18, and he successfully steals second. Brendan Harris up. He's batting a 100. Here's the pitch. 1-4 range play at U.S. Cellular Field. (4-1). That's going to be an HR. And that is going to be a double. The home run check failed. That's a 2. That's a 6. The 6 is too high. Dye's range is a 2. That's a 6. He failed the home run check. And it is a double. And with that, Gomez will score. And with that, the Minnesota Twins get on the board. 1-0 here in the top of the first, and that's going to bring up Joe Manor. Joe Manor batting a 333, strategy rolls a 15. Here's the pitch. 4-1, that's going to be a wild pitch. That's a 4. And that is just a bit outside. Moves Harris over to third on a wild pitch. 5-4. And that is going to be a base hit past Corneco. And the Twins will score another run on that. So a base hit by Joe will bring in Brendan Harris. Joe Manor is batting a .333, by the way, and that's going to bring up Justin Monroe. And with that, that is going to bring up Justin Monroe. We have a hit and run attempt. Infield coming in. Now, on hit and runs, all ground double play ratings get a -2. All base run ratings, BR, get a +2. Home runs and walks are cut in half, rounded down. All lineouts are double plays except if we roll an error on a throw, an ET question mark. And if the batter strikes out, we resolve the play as a steal. 3-5. Home run chance on a 1-12. That's a 12. We need a 6 or less. 18 is too high. 3-1 is a double star. That's going to be a ground ball to Ozuna to second base. And on that, that is going to be a fielder's choice. So with that, Manor will advance to second. And the out is at first. We have a pickoff attempt now as Damon Young comes up. Jonathan Danks' pickoff rating is a 1-7, 16 too high. Damon Young batting to .303, 4-2. That's a strike. That's a 13. That's an 11. And struck him out. 2 away. Jason Kubo up. He's batting a 158. Strategy rolls an 8. And here's the pitch. 6-6 strike. 11. That's a 6. Struck him out. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on for the Twins. We go to the bottom of the first. And here is the starting lineup for the Chicago White Sox. Leading off, the center fielder, Nick Swisher. Batting second, shortstop, Orlando Cabrera. Batting third, the designated hitter, Jim Thome. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Paul Corneco. In the cleanup position, batting fifth, the right fielder, Jeremy Dye. Batting sixth, the catcher, A.J. Przinsky. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Carlos Quinton. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Joe Creed. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Pablo Ozuna. On the mound for the Twins, it is Scott Baker. Comes in with a 2.57. 1 win, no loss. 7 innings pitched, allowed 4 hits, 5 strikeouts, no walks. Nick Swisher steps up. He's batting a 207. The pitch. 3-3. That's going to be a blank. 5-1. Fly ball out to Gomez. And that is out number 1. Orlando Cabrera up. He's batting a 222. Here's the pitch. 1-4, that's going to be a strike. That's a 7. That's a 4. Struck him out. Jim Thome up. He's batting a 192. 2-6 hit by pitch. That's a 0. Scott Baker is a -5 for the hit by pitch rating. 4-4. Double star 2. Fly ball out there to Young. And that's a 3-up, 3-down inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. As the Twins retire the Sox in order. After 1, Twins 2, White Sox nothing. We go to the top of the second. It's Craig Monroe, Mike Lamb, and Adam Everett due up. Here's the pitch to Monroe. Monroe batting a 250. 2-2 is a walk. That's a 10. That's a 2. And Craig Monroe is base on balls. All right, steal attempt coming up. Craig is a 0, so he's going to be a 2. He's going to be a 4. We'll see. 18. He gets caught stealing second. 1 out, and that's going to bring up Mike Lamb. Lamb is batting a 130. 4-6 range play. 5-1 round ball to Ozuna. Ozuna's range is on a 1-3. That's a 1. He makes the play, tosses it over to Quantico for out number 2, and that's going to bring up Adam Everett. Everett batting a 143. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 5-6 at the ballpark. We go to Cellular Field for the play. 2-4. Double star 3. Ground ball to Creed. Touches it. Throws it over to first for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. As the White Sox retire the Twins in order. We go to the bottom of the second. It is Paul Quantico, Jeremy Dye, and A.J. Pierzynski due up for the White Sox. Here's the pitch to Paul. Paul batting a 207. 3-6 strike. That's an 11. That's a 10. Struck him out. Jeremy Dye batting a 250. Here's the pitch. 5-4 range play. 3-4 ground ball to Lamb. Lamb's range is a 1. That's a 5, and that's going to be a base hit. And he can't get to it in time as it goes past him. And the White Sox are on with a base hit. A.J. Pierzynski is up. He's batting a 440. Strategy roll 9. Infield double play. 3-4 strike. That's a 9. The 15 is too high. 6-2. And that's going to be a ground ball to Harris. And that is going to be the roll is greater. So it's a force out at Dye for second. And Pierzynski will get on at first. 2 away with a runner on. And that's going to bring up Carlos Quentin. Quentin batting a 556, strategy roll 19. The pitch. 4-5 at the ballpark. 3-1 home run. That's an 18. It's an HR7. That's an 18. That's a 9. And that ties the game up. That's a 2-run home run by Carlos Quentin. Opposite side home run, and that ball goes into the bleachers. Carlos Quentin, 2-run home run, ties this game up. And that's going to bring up Joe Creed. Creed batting a 143. Here's the pitch. 1-2 at the ballpark. 1-2. Power hit Young. That's a 7. That's going to be a double. And Joe Creed with a double past Young. Having to go all the way back to the warning track to catch that ball. And that's going to bring up Pablo Ozuna. Batting a 250. Strategy rolls a 14. Here's the pitch. 2-6 hit by pitch. That's a 2. The 7 is too high. 2-3 double star 3. Fly ball to Gomez. And that retires the side. Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors. After 2, we're tied at 2. We go to the top of the third. It's going to be Carlos Gomez, Brandon Harris, and Joe Manor due up for the Twins. Top of the order, Carlos Gomez 1-for-1 with a run scored. Here's the pitch. 2-3, strike, 14. The 17 is too high. 3-1, ground ball to Creed. And that's out number 1. Brandon Harris is 1-for-1 with a double, a run, and an RBI. Here's the pitch. 3-5, home run chance. On a 1, the 18 is too high. 6-5, double star 3, ground ball to Creed. Out number 2. Joe Manor up. Manor 1-for-1 with an RBI. 1-3. That's a strike. It's a 5. The 15. Too high. 6-2 double star 3. Ground ball to Creed. And that retires the side. So the White Sox, we tire the Twins in order. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the third. It's going to be Nick Swisher, Orlando Cabrera, and Jim Thome due up for the White Sox. Top of the order, Nick Swisher 0-for-1. Here's the pitch. One range at the ballpark. We're going to go to center field. It's going to be a double star 5. Fly ball out there to Young. Young's range is on a 1-3. That's a 2. And he makes the play. Fly out there to left field. Orlando Cabrera up. He's 0-for-1 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. 3-3 blank. And that is going to be 6-5. That's going to be a base hit. And Cabrera is on with a base hit. All right, infield coming to double play. Depth strategy rolls at 18. Jim Thome is up. He's 0-for-1. The pitch. 5-1 strikeout plus. Now, on a strikeout plus, we add 10 plus the ballpark factor of 1. So adding 11, that's a 24. That's a 1. Struck him out with a slow ball. It was so slow, he took 3 hits, and the umpire said, 1, 2, 3, you're out. Paul Cornico up. He's 0-for-1. Runner on first with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Strategy rolls a 13. Infield normal depth. 6-6. That's going to be a walk. That's a 17. It's a 10. And that's a walk. So runners on first and second. That's going to be Jeremy Dye. 1-for-1 today. Here's the pitch. Strategy rolls a 2. Holding off. 5-3, possible error on a throw. 5-5, ground ball to Harris. Error rating is on a 1-8. That's a 1. It's a throwing error. And that's a 1-base error. And that loads the bases. It's going to bring up AJ, who's 0 for 2 with a run scored. Strategy roll is a 6. The pitch. 5-4 range play. 1-3 fly ball out there to Young. Young's range is on a 1-3. That's a 1. That would have been a double. But he takes it away and helps get Barker out of that jam. Bases loaded, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 error, and 3 left on. After 3, Minnesota 2, White Sox 2. We go to the top of the 4th. It's going to be Justin Monroe, Delmon Young, and Jason Kubel due up. Twins. Justin Monroe 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 4-4 at the ballpark. 6-2 ground ball to Cornico. Out number 1. Delmon Young 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. 2-5, possible error on a throw. 6-6, fly ball to Swisher. And that is out number 2. 2 away. Jason Kubel up. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. 6-6, that's going to be a strike. That's an 11. That's a 10. Struck him out. No runs, no hits, no errors. The White Sox making quick work of the Twins. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Carlos Quentin, Joe Creed, and Pablo Ozuna due up for Chicago. Carlos Quentin 1 for 1 with a home run, a run, 2 RBIs. 6-2 range play. 3-3 double star 1. Fly ball out there to Young. His range is at a 1-3. That's a 3. That's going to be a base hit. And I want to check something here with Quentin. That is his 2nd home run of the season. And that's a base hit for Quentin. All right, infield going double play depth as Joe Creed comes up. He's 1 for 1 with a double. Strategy roll 5. Here's the pitch. 1-1 range play at the ballpark. U.S. Cellular Field, 5-2. That's going to be a ground ball to Creed. That is a range of a 1-3. That is a 4 range. And he makes the play. And with that, it is going to be a 5, so it's going to be a force out. Creed will go to second. Creed will go to first, as Mano will toss it over to second to get Quentin out. And that's going to bring up Pablo Ozuna. 0 for 1, strategy rolls an 18. Here's the pitch. 2-3, strikeout plus. That's a 15. That's a 17. 17 too high. Infield normal depth 4-4, double star 1. Fly ball out there to Young. Out number 2. Nick Swisher 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Strategy rolls a 14. 1-2 at the ballpark. 6-4. Home run. That's a 12. That's a 4. That's past cue ball. Home run by Nick Swisher. It's a 2-run home run. And it puts the White Sox up 4-2. And with that, that's going to bring up Orlando Cabrera. 2 outs, nobody on. Cabrera 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Second home run of this game. 1-5, that's going to be a walk. That's an 8. That's a 6. And with that, Jim Thome will come up. Cabrera, we do have a steal attempt. Cabrera's range is a 15. And let's see, Cabrera's rate. That's going to be a -3. That's going to be a -1. That's going to be a -4. So an 11 or better. And that's a 10. And he successfully steals second. Jim Thome up. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. 2-4 strike. That's a 14. That's a 13. Struck him out. 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors. And 1 left on. After 4, Chicago 4, Minnesota 2. We go to the top of the 5th. It's Craig Monroe, Mike Lamb, and Adam Everett due up for the Twins. Here's the pitch to Craig. Craig walked his last time up. 5-6 at the ballpark. 2-2 ground ball to Cabrera. Out number 1. Mike Lamb 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 1-6 walk. That's a 5-17 too high. 5-5 fly ball to Quentin. Out number 2. Adam Everett 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. 2-5 possible error on a throw. 1-3 ground ball to Creed. Error rating is at a 1 to 13. That's a 10. That's going to be a throwing error. It's a 1-base error. And Everett is on with a base hit. Well, I should say base hit. He's on with an error. So 2 outs with a runner on first. We go to the top of the order. Here's Carlos Gomez. 1 for 2 with a run. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll 3. Twins holding off. 4-4 at the ballpark. 4-4 home run 8. And that's going to be a fly ball out there to center field, as Swisher will make the catch on that. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Paul Cornico, Jeremy Dye, and A.J. Pazinski due up. White Sox. Scott Baker can face 4 more batters before he's tired. Paul Cornico 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Here's the pitch. 4-2 home run chance. That's a 0. 4-5 line drive to Lamb. Out number 1. Jeremy Dye up. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Dye 5-6 strikeout. 11. The 20 is too high. 6-5 double star 6 fly ball out there to Kubel. Out number 2. A.J. Pierzynski up. Pierzynski is 0 for 2 with a run scored. Here's the pitch. 2 away. 2-2. Possible error on a ground ball. 4-3. Line drive to Lamb. And that is out number 3. No runs, no hits, and no errors. After 5. White Sox 4. Minnesota 2. We go to the top of the 6th. It is going to be Brendan Harris, Joe Manor, and Justin Monroe due up for the Twins. Harris 1 for 2 with a double, run scored and an RBI. 2-5, error and a possible throw. 2-5, double star 5, fly ball out there to Quentin. Out number 1. Joe Manor. Manor is 1 for 2 with an RBI. Here's the pitch. 6-6 strike. It's a 5. A 7. Too high. 1-1. Base hit. Past Cabrera. And with that, the Twins have a runner on. Justin Monroe, the tying run at the plate now. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Strategy roll 8. Twins holding off. 1-2. It's going to be a walk. That's a 5. The 8. Too high. 6-2. Fly ball to Swisher. Out number 2. Damon Young up. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Strategy roll is a 6. 6-4, strike, that's a 13, that's a 6, struck him out. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Carlos Quentin, Joe Creed, and Pablo Ozuna due up for the White Sox. Action being did. There is some movement in the Twins bullpen. Carlos Quentin up. Scott Baker can face 1 more batter. Quentin, 2 for 2 with a home run, a run, and an RBI. 3-4, that's going to be a blank. 6-2. And that's a base hit. Steal attempt. Quentin's steal base rating is a 14. That's going to be a 10. And that's a 9, and he's still second. So he's over at second, and they're going to give him 1 more batter. Joe Creed is 1 for 2. 3-6 strike, that's an 8. That's a 6. Struck him out. They're giving him 1 more base runner. Sacrifice play coming up. Infield going to come in. Pablo Ozuna up. He's 0 for 2. Strategy rolls at 19. Here's the pitch. 6-3. Strikeout plus. That is a successful bunt. 2 outs, and they get Quentin over to third. Runner now in scoring position as we go to the top of the order. 2 outs. Nick Swisher up. 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. (5-4) range play. 2-4 line drive to Everett. Everett's ranges on a 1-4. That's a 5. That's going to be a base hit. And with that, Quentin will come around to score. And with that, they're going out there to the mound. And Scott Baker is done for the Twins. And with that, we have a switch right left coming up. So they're going to bring in Craig Barslow. To pitch. Barslow comes in the game with an ERA of a 9.0. One loss, one inning pitched, allowed one hit. No strikeouts and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Scott Baker, he went 5 2/3 innings, allowed 8 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 2 home runs, an ERA of a 4.96. Barslow warming up. And that is going to bring up Orlando Cabrera. Cabrera 1 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. 2 outs. 1-6 strike. 7-14 too high. 5-5, and that's going to be a ground ball to Lamb. And that retires the side. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. After 6, White Sox 5, Twins 2. We go to the top of the 7th. It's Jason Kubel, Craig Monroe, and Mike Lamb due up for the White Sox. John Derricks can face one more batter. They're going to leave him in. All right. Jason Kubel 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 4-1 wild pitch. Reroll, nobody's on base. 1-3. Strike, that's an 11. That's a 5. Struck him out. 1 away. And with that, John Danks is tired. So if we hit any of the ones in the bracket, so if we hit 3-2, 3-3, or 6-2, he will automatically be pulled, and the White Sox do have motion in their bullpen. And as soon as I say it, 6-2 comes up, that's going to be a walk. And with that, John Danks is done. Left, right, right. So they're going to bring in Matt Horton. Actually, no, we have a left, right, right. They're going to bring in Octavio Dotel. So Octavio Dotel pitched 1 2/3 innings, allowed 1 hit, 4 strikeouts, and no walks. Taking a look at the stats here for John Danks, he went 6 1/3 innings, allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch, an ERA of a 2.93. Mike Lamb up, he's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 1 out, runner on first. 5-5. Strikeout plus, that's at 18. That's a 4. And he struck him out looking. Adam Everett 0 for 2. 3-6, that's going to be a walk. That's a 9, that's a 2. And that's going to bring up Carlos Gomez 1 for 3. 3-3 walk. 5, that's a 1. And he loads the bases. Kaczynski going to go out there and talk to Dotel. All right, strategy roll 11. They just need 1 out. 1-2, that's going to be a strike. 13, that's a 19, too high. 6-1, power hit to die. That's going to be a 2, that's going to be a base hit. So Monroe will score. Everett will come home on a +1, so he will advance. Gomez will goes to third. And with that, the Twins cut the lead down by 1. Brandon, and that's going to bring up Joe Manor. Manor 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. 5-4. Blank. 6-6. Ground ball to first. And Singh take me out to the ball game. 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's Jim Thome, Paul Cortico, and Jeremy Dye due up for the White Sox. Take a look at the box score of the game. Minnesota starting off strong. Took a 2-run lead in the first. Second inning, Chicago came back, tied it up. Then they took the lead in the 4th, got an extra base run in the 6th. Minnesota just scored 2 runs in the top of the 7th. 4 runs on 5 hits and 1 error right now for Minnesota. 5 runs on 8 hits with 1 error for the White Sox. Craig Barslow, they're going to keep him in. He's going to have to go up against Jim Thome, Paul Cortico, and Jeremy Dye. Here's the pitch. Thome 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, 4-2. Double star, fly ball out there to Young. Out number 1. Paul Cortico up. 0 for 2, here's the pitch. Walk and a strikeout. 3-6 at the ballpark. 2-5, double star 1, fly ball out there to Gomez. And that is out number 2. Jeremy Dye up. Dye 1 for 3. 4-5, that's going to be a walk. 9-19, too high. 1-6, double star 1, fly ball out there to Gomez. And that retires the side as the Twins make quick work of the White Sox, retiring them in order. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the after 7. Chicago 5, Minnesota 4. We go to the top of the 8th. It is Justin Monroe, Delmon Young, and Jason Kubel due up for the Twins. And with that, Dodo will come out. And they're going to go with Matt Thornton will come in. Thornton pitched 2 innings, allowed 3 strikeouts. Here's the pitch. And after 7, Chicago 5, Minnesota 4. 6-3, that's going to be a strikeout plus. 17, that's a 1. Struck him out. Justin Monroe was 0 for 3 on the day. Delmon Young 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Here's the pitch. 1-1, walk. 5, that's a 1. And that's a walk. Runner on first, infield going to double play depth as Jason Kubel comes up. 0 for 3 with a strike. Strategy rolls a 5. 6, 5, walk. 17, the 18 is too high. 1-1, double star 6, fly ball to die. Out number 2. Craig Monroe up. He's 0 for 1. 2 walks and a run scored. 3-2 double star. Fly ball out to the Swisher. And that is out number 3. So the White Sox retired the Twins in order. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Go to the bottom of the 8th. It's A.J. Pierzynski, Carlos Quentin, and Joe Creed due up for the Twins. For the White Sox, sorry. Craig Barlow will not pitch. They're done with him. And they're going to bring in Joe Nathan. Actually, not them. They're going to bring in Jesse. They're going to bring in Jesse Crane. Crane batting comes in with a 3.91 ERA. 2 1/3 innings pitched, allowed 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, no walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Craig Barlow, he went 1 1/3 inning at 3.92 ERA. He's going to have to go up against AJ, Carlos, and Joe. And here's the pitch to AJ. AJ is 0 for 3. 6-4, at the ballpark. 3-5, out number 1. Carlos Quentin up. Quentin 3 for 3 with 1 home run, a run, 2 RBIs. 2-4, blank. 6-6, that's going to be a double. And that is going to be a double for Quentin. And that's going to bring up Joe Creed. Creed 1 for 3 with a double, a strikeout, and a run. Strategy roll 5. 3-4, strike 8, 14 too high. 3-4. Line drive to Everett. No double play. That's going to be an out. 2 outs with a runner on second, and that's going to bring up Pablo Ozuna. Ozuna's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. 2-3 strike. That's a 5. That's a 5. Struck him out. So no run. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 8, White Sox 5, Minnesota 4. We go to the top of the 9th. It's Mike Lamb, Adam Everett, and Carlos Gomez. Twins down by a run. Will they show us some 9th inning magic? Or will the White Sox shut the door on this and sweep the series? Matt Thornton done. And with that, they're going to bring in Bobby Jenkins. Jenkins comes into the game with a 5.29 ERA. Pitched 1 2/3 innings, allowed 2 hits, no strikeouts, 1 walk. Taking a look here at the stats, Craig Barlow went Matt Thornton went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, no ERA. And we'll take a look at the box score after 8 innings of play. Nothing for both teams in that 8th inning. 4 runs on 5 hits with 1 error for Minnesota. Chicago, 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. Minnesota scoring runs in the 1st and in the 7th. Chicago scoring runs in the 2nd, the 4th, and in the 6th. So it's got to face off against Lamb, Everett, and Gomez. Here's the pitch. Lamb not taking the hit. They're going to bring in Brian Bouchier. Pinch hit. 2-4 blank. 2-3 base hit. And that's going to be a base hit. So with that, they're going to bring in Alexi to pinch run. And that's going to bring up Adam Everett. So the tying run is at first. Go ahead run at the plate. Adam Everett 0 for 2. Strategy rolls 8. Infield normal depth 1-3. Strike 7 to 20. Too high. 5-3. Fly ball to Quentin. Steal attempt out number 1. That's going to be a steal attempt. Jenkins is a +1. That's going to be a +3. And that's at 8. And Alexi's over at second. 1 out with a runner on second. Top of the order, Carlos Gomez 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. 5-5, error on a possible throw. 2-4, pop up to Cornico. Out number 2, and we go to Brendan Harris. 2 for 4. Strategy rolls an 11. The pitch. 3-6, that's going to be a walk. 12, that's an 11. And that is going to bring up Joe Manor. Manor 2 for 4. 2-2 at the ballpark. 6-6. Rare play. So let's see what happens. Slow roll fielder caught by the catcher, who possibly bobbles it and throws it wild to first, resolved by rolling against the catcher's rate first for the bobble, then for the throw. So AJ will get the error. It's a throwing error, and it's a one-base error. And we now have the bases loaded as Justin Monroe comes up. First baseman 0 for 4. They are not letting him hit. They're going to bring in Matt Mercer. Matt McCurry will come in. Here's the pitch. Bases loaded. 2-1 at the ballpark. 1-4. Single. +7 to Quentin. And no other advancements, and the Twins take the lead by 1. Everyone else gets the hold sign. Delmon Young up. He's 0 for 3. The pitch. 2-4 blank. They're going to leave Jenkins in. He wants to finish the inning at least. 5-4 double past Quentin. And the Twins go up to pick up another run, and that's going to do it for Jenkins. So they're going to go to bring in Nick Massett to finish this inning. Yeah, they're going to get Nick Massett to finish here. Massett comes into the game with an ERA of a 30. 1 loss, 1/3 of an inning pitched, allowed 1 hit, no strikeouts, and no walks. Here's the pitch to Kubel. They just need 1 out. 6-5. It's going to be a walk plus. That's an 18. That's a 2. And that's going to bring up Craig Monroe. Monroe, the designated hitter. He's 0 for 2. The pitch. 4-6 range play. 5-1. That's going to be a double to Quentin. Quentin's range is at a 1-3. That's a 2. He makes the catch. And with that, Matt Mercer will take over at first. He came in to pinch hit. And Nick Punto come in at third. 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's Nick Swisher, Orlando Cabrera, and Jim Thome due up. So they're going to go to their closer, Joe Nathan. Nathan, 2 innings pitched, no hits, 1 strikeout, no walks. Taking a look here at the stats, Jesse Crain went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 2.73. Top of the order, Nick Swisher. Here's the pitch. .26 home run. That's a 12. The 6 is too high. That's a 7. That's in the special K rating. Struck him out. 1 away, and Orlando Cabrera is up. He's 1 for 3. 1-6, blank. 12 outside of the range of the special K. 6-3, base hit, pass Young. Runner on first, Jim Thome up. Thome 0 for 4. Three-run home run chance on a 1-9. That's going to be a 1. He needs to clear an 8. 17 too high. No home run there. 1-6. Double star 5. Fly ball to Young. Out number 2. Paul Cornico up. He's 0 for 3. 5-1. Error and a possible ground. 14, no. 3-6, ground ball to Mercer. McCurry's range is a 0. That's a 20, no error. And the Twins beat the White Sox 7-5. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. Final line score coming right up. The Twins defeating the White Sox with some true 9th inning magic. Jesse Crain will pick up the win. Bobby Jenkins gets the loss. Joe Nathan with the save. Carlos Quentin hits his 2nd home run of the season. Nick Swisher goes to his 3rd home run. With that, let's take a look at the stats for the pitchers. Jesse Crain with the win, went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 strikeout, a 2.73 ERA. Bobby Jenkins gets the loss, went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, an ERA of a 3.92. Nick Massett, who came in for that 1/3 of an inning, goes to with 1 walk, an ERA of a 12.86. Is what I'll end the game with. Joe Nathan gets the save, went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and stays perfect on the ERA. So that's going to do it for us here at U.S. Cellular Field, where the Minnesota Twins defeat the Chicago White Sox of a final score of 7-5. Minnesota, 7 runs, 8 hits with 1 error. Chicago, 5 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. With that, the Twins will go to 7-2, and the White Sox drop to 3-5. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up on your way through the turnstile. And remember to click the bell notification to be notified of when new videos in the 2008 replay go live, and when I go live with all the Philadelphia Phillies games and Field of Dreams. Until then, I'm Scoonie007. We'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.